Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Okay, welcome in my Capricorns and chosen ones to your timeless reading. Okay, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. I hope you guys have been doing all right. And just to let you know, as far as any like necessary updates is concerned, I know that you guys are used to me posting like 2 videos per day, like 4 days out of 7 days of a week. However, because God has me doing certain things right now, kingdom business, I'm gonna be very honest. I may only get to post once a week, okay? For right now. Um, it changes in different seasons, okay, depending upon what I'm doing for God and what's on my plate. Okay. So, because I'm a Capricorn too. And I don't play about consistency. I don't play about things that I take seriously. And this is something that I take very seriously. So just to let you guys know, that's kind of what's on my roster right now. All right. So I'm not going anywhere. It's just that seasons change, different assignments change, and so on and so forth. Okay. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, the email to reach me is in the description box below. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Holy Spirit, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ, unclothed, uncontaminated, uncompromised. What do we have here? Oh, now this is a general reading, like whatever comes out when it comes to love, money, anything. Okay, just letting you know. I know I owe you an apology. Okay. And then we just heard, like, I don't know if you heard the choo choo train. Choo! Super, like, super loud. Synchronicity for me. So this is like super loud. Somebody knows that they owe you an apology, or they know they need to say something to you. Okay. And this could be like a company, a boss that did you wrong, a family member, a friend, lover, or this could be you to someone else. Okay. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Flip the energies as you see fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right. The way we met was unreal. Okay. So they feel like how you guys met was literally by chance, like however you guys met. It could have been like at work, at a party. Okay, it's kind of like that. Like, I meet people all the time with how I met you or our connection. Man, this was really special. Okay, so whatever you guys have with someone, okay, like a business, a friend, a lover, whatever the case may be, they know they owe you an apology. They know they did you wrong. They're fantasizing about how you guys met. Player from the Himalayas, okay? So we have player from the Himalayas that came out in reverse. So this is someone that knows that they owe you an apology for trying to play you, for trying to play games with you, for trying to throw rock and hide their hand, right? For trying to steal from you, lie to you, whatever the case may be. Okay, this isn't just a love reading again. It's everything. All right. So we have childhood trauma in reverse. So this is someone that you didn't know was like this at first. Okay. This could be past, present, or future information for you as you are watching this. Okay. Depending upon what season you're in while watching this. Speaking of seasons. Okay. So this is someone, maybe they told you they healed their childhood trauma. However, hanging with them, you found out they weren't. So we have I am healing. So, you or them, whatever side of the story that you're on here, you know, we have all because of you in reverse. You are my person. So this energy believes that you are the one for them. You are the employee for them. You are the friend for them. You are the romantic person or family member for them to do something. Okay. They feel like you are the reason why they are seeing something for what it is. So maybe like they've never had an employee like you. They've never had a lover like you. They've never had a family member around to stick up to them, or that's what just came to me, like stick up to them or work as hard as you do or as consistent as you do. Like they've never had an energy like you, a divine being like you, whatever the case is. Okay. So I almost let them destroy our connection. I need to tell you how I truly feel. So this is an energy they held back how they felt about you. They held back, um, I'm hearing that they held back a lot of what they owed you. Okay. Um, so let's find out why. Let's find out why. This energy could also be blaming you for things that you did not do, because all because of you, it's in reverse, right? So this energy could be like saying, oh, I gotta heal because this person did this or they said that. But the Holy Spirit is wanting you to know that you were, not that you're perfect, however, you know, you may have played a part. And as long as you took accountability for the part that you played, the Holy Spirit is basically saying like, hey, this energy has other factors that's causing them to do other things, but that doesn't mean that it makes it right for them to mistreat you, do what they're doing, okay? Because remember, they owe you an apology for a reason. They was playing behind your back. You didn't know that they played games like this or they manipulated energy like this, okay? Or this is you. Hey guys, why am I wearing gloves? Because I am overcoming a spiritual plague, aka spiritual virus. So for safety purposes, that's not all the reason why, but that's a gist of it for you to know. I hope that answers your question. Knight of Cups in reverse. So this was an energy that was, I'm hearing like cunt in a bad way, like a bitch from the start. This was a bitch from the start. Yeah, this was somebody that was trying to hold you up, I heard. So they owe you an apology for trying to hold you up. Why were they trying to hold this energy up? Now remember, this reading is titled Access Denied. So their access is denied for trying to hold you up. Why? Why was they trying to hold my Capricorns and chosen ones up? Holy Spirit. They didn't like what they saw. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They tried to hold you up, so they tried to, whatever you was working on, whatever you was doing, they tried to like pause it. Okay. They could have tried to also come in between a love connection for some of you here. Okay. Now, whoever this is, this could have been someone that you have feelings for. Okay. The Lovers card doesn't always have to represent romanticism. It can also represent platonic. You could have been friends, or this could be a family member or a combination of people, unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately, we've been getting readings where it's been groups of people that has been doing backhanded shit that you finding out. Okay. So they tried to stop your flow here. They tried to block you because they didn't like what they saw. They didn't like that they didn't like the fact that you were doing better than them in their eyes is what I just heard. Like they felt like you was doing better than them. So they tried to stop you from moving forward. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. They're watching you get out of the Five of Pentacles. If you were. I'm also kind of getting this energy like with the Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, like, and then the Eight of Wands. It's kind of like they were watching you have movement forward here, right? As to the reason, another part of the reason why they tried to hold you up. They were watching you have movement forward. They were watching you like build here, right? So, and this doesn't make it right because this is what they decided to do based off what they saw. This is kind of just, I guess, giving you some answers. So they decided to also, so not only did they see you having some movement forward here, right, watching you behind the scenes, they started to attack you because of that, right? And so then they also, what I'm also getting here too, watched you, they continue to watch you Move forward, even if you had to struggle. So this is the energy for some of you guys. You could have some stalkers. I mean, that's been coming out. Some stalkers, gang stalking. If it's more than one, okay. Spiritual private eyes or private eyes in a physical realm that's been paid, whether spiritually or physically. Hey, okay. For some of you guys, they created fake pages, fake social media pages to keep up with you. Yeah. Uh-huh. But say yeah. For others of you, you're dealing with dark energies that are spiritual. So they're working. I mean, we've been getting this, but just to reiterate, they're working with other dyke. I didn't mean to say that because we are pronoun friendly over here. They're working with other high dark galactic beings in the spiritual realm that have never had an incarnation. Okay. You have those that are spiritual and they're working with them to get things done in the spirit realm. So, the fallen angels, the watchers, okay, they'll be watching you, right? As an example, for those that's dealing with similar like this, they'll be watching spiritually or however and then they'll send a download to whoever their handlers are in the physical realm. Hey, I need you to go in the kitchen. Hey. I need you. They concocting a plan to keep moving forward. I need you to go get these supplies. Okay. Hey, they starting a project. I need you to Okay. See, people really don't. They don't really. The dark side has benefited so much of what people don't know. That's why they have gaslit society so bad. Okay. So this energy has been watching you like combat their attacks, basically, right? Like even if you had to juggle, right? And then this is giving lies too. So there's more lies. There's lies about an offer. There's lies about, oh shit. We got the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here. This is bomb. Okay. So you're defending something that you're supposed to be given or something that was supposed to be given to you. Nine of Wands here. Okay. So because you're defending this, like you could feel like your family or your love life is being under attack. Your finances was under attack. Okay, some lies were told to you. Yeah, and this is why somebody wants to come and spin the block. Somebody wants to come back. Whether this is a company that wants to come back into your life, a person, or a combination. Okay. They getting karma for what they did. So that's why their access is denied. I was getting downloads that your enemies, the ones that sat here and tried to put you in a very fucked up situation because they wanted to play around. They wanted to throw a rock and hide their hand, right? Play a player in reverse. Again, regardless if this is romantic or platonic, family, friend, lover, coworker, business partner, anybody, or you, with energies as you see fit. Getting the downloads that not only is access denied to them graduating spiritually, for those that know, they lost access to the blessings that they were going to get from graduating or learning said lesson. Okay. And I'm hearing it's going to you. So not only are you getting double for your trouble naturally from the Holy Spirit, your whatever blessings your enemies was going to get, whoever was involved, they're coming to you. Because they don't have the payment to pay you back. They don't have the payment. I'm seeing a card. It's a Mystic Beauty card. They asked for a check that they can't cash spiritually. So what would this possibly look like? Let's say you could have potentially made $50 per hour, right? Based off the any karmic debt that you haven't paid, based upon your soul contract and all the rest of this shit, right? Well, because whoever played the role that we just talked about did what they did, now they can only get, so when they apply for jobs, going back to the example, initially they qualified for up to $50 per hour. So any jobs that they applied for that was going to exceed that, they would get denied for. Spiritually, they may not know the reason why, right? So because they did what they did, now they can only apply for jobs and they can only get a job that maybe pays 10 an hour, 15 an hour, if that. Why? Because the other $20 to $30 that would make that 50 or $35 or $40, right? That would be added on for what they would be able to make initially is now going over. I'm hearing being transferred over to you. So as they're working that $10 an hour or $15 an hour job, the rest of that portion that they would have been able to get to make per hour that energy is going towards you. So as they're working, more positive energies come because they have to pay off that debt. They have to pay off that debt, right? So when they sitting there wondering, how come I can't get a good paying job? That's because you have to pay off the debt, right? That's because you have to pay off the debt. Now, there's people that's going through, and I'm just being guided to say this. There's people that's going through something similar like this now, and you're not supposed to be. You've been applying for jobs, and the only type of jobs you've been getting is like 10 an hour, 15 an hour, 20 an hour. And you know you deserve more. You know you have the credentials for more, and you know that you've been planting better seeds. Your energy has been being harvested, or somebody has been trying to bind themselves to you, okay? And that was something else that I was getting to. They keep trying to attempt destiny swap and binding black magic, for those of you that section applies to, okay? For those of you guys that has an enemy and you know they like to play in black magic, you know they like to go to dark practitioners. For some of you guys, you have an enemy that does this and you just don't know that this is what they practice or this is what they did behind the scenes, right? Yeah, this is Page of Pentacles in reverse. They saw you trying to I'm hearing break poverty curses off of your bloodline and so on and so forth, and create, I'm hearing stability for yourself. They tried to knock you off your pedestal. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is why their access is denied. This is why they are not graduating. This is why their blessings are coming to you and others that they have done this to. Because I'm hearing it's more than just you. Okay, but it could have stopped with you. All right, so what is this? The Chariot. Yeah, Cancerian energy. So you don't have to worry about anything. This is so they tried to hop in your car. They didn't have a car that was working or working as good. So we were talking about destiny swapping and binding. So here's the thing. For those of you guys that's going through a situation where you know you've been planting better seeds. Now here's the thing. You could be better in this lifetime. You could have had horrible lifetimes you could be paying back. What I've also learned on my journey is that everybody is not paying back karmic debt. Or there's people that have already paid their karmic debt, and what they're experiencing is advanced level warfare due to binding black magic. When somebody is practicing black magic, whether they're paying a practitioner and or, because they can pay a dark practitioner and do it themselves, okay? I know, because I done been through it. Where they constantly trying to bind themselves to you because let's say they know you got a good paying job, or let's say they feel like you make a lot, even if you don't feel like you don't. They feel like you got good currency. And let's say they feel like they don't, or they feel like they have to work hard in order to, and don't get it twisted. Like, yeah, we on the wavelength of working smarter, not harder. You still got to put in that effort, right? Some effort has to be put in. And let's say they don't want to put in the effort. They feel like, well, why I got to put in so much effort? Right? Well, I'm just going to buy myself to somebody who got the good currency. So what they'll do is they'll go to the whatever demon, deity that specializes in that, right? They'll go make whatever offering they feel like they need to, right? And then the deity, entity, demon, parasite, whatever the case may be, this is why you're not supposed to eat, drink, or do anything to have sex, not exchange nothing in your dream. What they will also try to do is they will try to possess a family member. Who I don't like to say the word weak, because we all have flaws and growing edges. For the sake of this, though, they'll pick the weakest link in your family or your friend group who's more susceptible to entity attachments and can play on their wounds, and they will try to gift you something, and you not knowing, like, oh, this is my friend, and you know it. Oh, thank you, not knowing that was an entity attached to them, tricking you into a demonic agreement, demonic attachment, so a curse can work, or a hex can work, which is a version of a curse anyway, and start playing out in your life. And if you're not careful, you'll start taking them as adversities and not as somebody that's trying to manipulate your life with dark magic, right? And so with that being said, when somebody binds themselves to you, you start applying for jobs and you know you should be getting this type of job and that type of job, and don't get it twisted, not that you're not going to take any losses, right? Even without somebody trying to do black magic, it's more susceptible, it's more frequent. You know, when somebody binds themselves to you, let's say you have the potential to make $1 billion, however, you're only making thousands of dollars. That's because the other energy that will be going to you is going to them, as well as you are putting in the work, right? I can't tell you how many times the Holy Spirit has had to remove binding on physical body, clear binding around health, clear binding around abundance, clear binding around destiny, because motherfuckers has been trying to tamper with my destiny. Motherfuckers has been trying to bind themselves to me so that when I work or I do readings, a portion of the energy that I do goes to them, so they don't have to put in work or as much work to reap benefits, because they don't have the good currency to reap the shit on their own. Well, so what does that mean? That means that they treated people like shit. That means they cheat on people. They steal from people, right? They owe you an apology. They do backhanded shit. So when you do backhanded shit like that, and you wondering why your karma is bad, and you don't want to heal, you're not going to reap anything good. So instead of what's happening here is that instead of your enemies going to heal so that they can go ahead on and pay off that nasty karma that they have, they're trying to bind themselves, attach themselves, whether by marriage. For those that don't know about actual binding work, what they think about it, that's still a form. Somebody may try to bind themselves to you by having a baby with you. You know, you got to be with me for at least for 18 years. So, or they trying to bind themselves to you by marriage. And let me tell you something. I was tricked in the spirit realm into a marriage. Some of y'all could have been, because the Holy Spirit has been guiding me to share some of my experiences, because some of y'all, because I'm a part of the collective, and some of y'all have been going through the same thing. And to let you know you're not alone. Some of y'all was tricked into spiritual marriages that you need to get a divorce from. Okay? Because they feel like they're using that as justification or loopholes as entitlement to your shit. So some of you guys not seeing some of the fruit manifest in the physical is because there's an energy in the spirit realm, unless you know that you have a physical tie, you know, that has been mooching, leeching, sucking like a succubus energy, a parasite, harvesting your energy. So you're not seeing all of the fruit at all, because it's been going something I'm hearing routed, and in some cases rerouted, right? That's why they have access denied. That's why their blessings is coming. You're not only getting double for your trouble, you're getting all the blessings of your enemies, and they're gonna sit there and have to watch you eat it, because they tried to stop what was supposed to come to you anyway. from what it's looking like, and sat here and told all these lies to people. Okay, they knew shit was unbalanced, so the scales is unbalanced here. And I'm hearing they watched this Page of Swords. They take me back to this Page of Swords. They sat here and watched you struggle. They knew what they did, and they sat here and watched you struggle. I'm hearing they watching you now. And God said they're going to sit here and watch you heal too. Okay? Moon card in reverse is what you and them don't see coming. All right? Yeah, all these secrets being revealed. Tell me about these secrets, Holy Spirit. What are these secrets that need to be revealed? What are these secrets? So they didn't want you finding out that they was a part of the reason why. Because we're not going to sit here and say, because I don't know everybody's situation. Look, 5-5 on this thing. So at 5s, let me tell you, yes, the light side, and we talked about this before, the light side of 5 is positivity, freedom, and change. So that is, if you're not already in that energy, that is the energy that you are working towards. You could have been working towards manifesting for yourself, right? 5s in the shadow realm represent conflict, poverty, challenges, jealousy, abuse, right? All of that shit. And you could be, you trying, a lot of you guys could be trying to get out of the dark side of the number 5, okay? Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. And just to let you guys know, I am an ordained minister. I'm a certified spiritual life coach. I'm a certified metaphysical practitioner. I'm a therapist. I am a Reiki practitioner. Okay. I am a Akashic record reader, tarot reader, clearly, a psychic surgeon. If you would like some services from me, I am like starting this waiting list. So when everything rolls out, you guys could just book and stuff like that. Feel free to email me so I can put your name on down. All right, the email is in the description box, and then if you just have any other questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. All right, if you want to add an oracle deck to your collection, baby, go ahead. This is in the description box. It's created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance. This is our other platform. All right, feel free to subscribe to our other YouTube channel, Downward Spiritual Guidance. Those readings are timeless too. Also, we have other social media platforms. The link is in the description box. Okay, yes, this is our baby. We might use this, we'll see. Okay, we also have another oracle deck created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance. But it goes prophetic vessel. Okay, these are both platonic and romantic, karmic, twin flame, and soulmate oracle decks that will let you know what's going on in any situation, career, love, family, friend. Okay, I have several videos where I've used those decks. Okay, and if you guys need something for healthy coping skills, y'all, go ahead and purchase you a journal. Okay, the link is in the description box. These journals are on Amazon. All right, so if you know you have dreams and you have troubles remembering them and you know you need to write them down, go ahead and copy one. Okay, if you know that you keep forgetting shit, you need to write your to-do list down, go ahead, copy one. You're gonna enter, another year. I know some people consider the new year to be the first, some April. Look, you don't want you look, we ain't gonna get no type of change. We're talking about the number 5, right? We ain't gonna get no type of positive change if we keep doing the same shit that keeps getting us the same motherfucking result. That's the definition of insanity. So go ahead and purchase you one. All right, link is in the description box. All right, so back to what we was talking about here. Tell me more about these secrets, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so the secret is that they trying to block your new beginning. I'm also hearing the people involved, plural for a lot of you, is also what's hidden. Everything that was done to keep you from moving forward. Okay, for once, to keep you from celebrating, to keep you from having this. Yeah, it's like what everything that they done to keep you stuck still is stagnant. They could have tried to block your third eye, to try to trick you up out here and trick you about your blessings. Okay, trick you about your love life, trick you about your having a happy family, having a happy life, period. Okay, I'm hearing life of freedom because they weren't able to do it themselves. And I'm here, and because they're in this energy of juggling that they put you in, because this is the karma that they reap for themselves. So I'm hearing it's like a misery loves company type of thing. So since they feel like since they locked out of the kingdom, or since they can't get anything good, why should you get it? That's how whoever you deal with, not to say that this is makes it right, but this is how either you feel or they feel, whatever side of the story you're on here. Look, I'm just a messenger. Let's use this. All right. Holy Spirit, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ, unquote, uncontaminated, uncompromised. Let me light something here. Just real quick. So Holy Spirit, tell me a little bit more about it. Oh yeah. That was something else too. So they trying to trap you in a cycle. All the dark forces. Minus 1%. And they are working with the dark forces to try to keep you in, because whoever's been attacking you guys, they are darkly ranked, like high rank dark energy. And the devil, this is how I'm hearing the devil has been trying to preserve its kingdom. Okay. And the only reason why his kingdom was able to thrive, because this, like, we don't want no darkness to thrive, right? Even with us having a light and shadow side, it doesn't have to go to as far as it has. But the reason why it has is because of all of the theft that has taken place over centuries, right? The demons are able to do what they do because they have energy of the Most High, right? The devil is only able to give to people because of what he has stolen, right? So what I'm hearing is that whatever demonic pact that was made to sell you out, to sell you into like a slavery setting here, I don't know. That just came out, guys. So some of you guys were sold into slavery spiritually. Yeah. So okay, all right. These are, you guys were sold. So I'm hearing, okay. Slow down with the downloads. Your soul fragments were sold into slavery, okay? For some of you guys, you're not the first in your bloodline to go through your soul fragments being sold into slavery. And I'm not just talking about a dark black market in the spirit realm. This is a specific layer. I've seen the layer, and I've seen the layer. I've seen the layer. The Holy Spirit has seen everything, and God will get vindication. That's how they are getting caught up. They're getting caught up in their own lives. 333 on the timer as I'm saying this. So I was in another realm, and I'm not gonna say everything, but I saw the kids that were kidnapped spiritually. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes. I saw the kids that were taken spiritually. The people, period, not just kids. Not just kids. There were a lot of kids. This was on a different planet. Then I was someplace else. I was in a layer. So this is going on, and mind you, these are spiritual concentration camps. Okay? This is for entertainment purposes. And in this camp, in this particular layer, this other layer. So the first one that was on the planet, this other one, we was in a layer, and I was in this room, and this room, I don't want to describe too much of it, but I wasn't alone, and I was with others, and we saw like, so the setup was like a room, like a scientist type of room. And it had like, I'm trying to, how do you describe that? It had like these little booths. Thank you, Holy Spirit. These little booths. And these, think like you go to a theme park, right? You go in the bathrooms and they have like little shower. They got like a water park. They have like these little shower booths and the curtains, right? Back to back, back, back. Stall, 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 right? No bathroom in them, right? It's just a shower because that's what you're doing, right? Then they got the bath stalls over on the other side. Well, that's what it was. So imagine like a whole like line of those booths type, right? With curtains closed. The screams of agony. The screams of agony. Oh my gosh. These beings were in agony. They were screaming. It was blood. They were in agony. The Holy Spirit didn't let me like pull back the curtain because he I'll say this. I am purposely leaving the other parts of this out, okay? I'm purposely leaving certain parts of this out. But what I can say is some of the people that I saw before I left, and not just people, be other beings from other realms that were, and so you're gonna stifle my energy, huh? They don't like the fact that I'm talking about this because they try to keep this under wraps. They were being mutated. They were being and why this is the reading to reveal this? Oh, because we're talking about your soul fragments, my chosen ones in Capricorns. I can't say too much. I've said enough. This is deeper than a soul retrieval. Okay? This is deeper than a soul retrieval. We are talking, this is deeper than slavery. For my Black people, this is deeper than picking cotton, baby. I'm just being real with you. Oh, and I could talk about it, baby. I've been back by past lifetimes. Look. Okay, this is so much deeper, and I'm gonna get off of this. Okay, what I am gonna say is this. You need to hook up with a psychic surgeon. I say this because I say this part all the time. Oh, I hear the spaceships. I hear they spacecrafts. They like, you keep talking. You keep telling me stop talking. It's not funny. It's not funny. Because here's the thing too. Did you know? Like for whatever the reason, like the Gaia channel, they talk about kidnapping other alien-like beings too. Mind you, not saying that some good ones aren't captured, the bad ones. And listen, I'm not your capturer. And I don't agree that y'all should have been captured. Okay? That's not a me thing. And I know some dark beings may have some beef with me for some other past lifetimes. And that's only because y'all tried to come for me and us. When I say us, I'm talking about chosen. You don't have beef with us. We don't have beef with you. If you can read in between the lines. We've gotten so many readings where your enemy turned into their abuser. And God is saying like, hey, if you could just heal that, right? So for my galactic beings, no, they weren't right for capturing you. If you could also be mindful of what you're doing, maybe a different outcome could take place. And for those that applies to, they will know and they will get it. Okay? All right. Now, on another note, I know I hear them, and I know they hear me. We're trying. Karma is kicking my ass for how I've treated you and others, okay? So we got karma. So yeah, they don't want you to know that everything that they put you through, they going through right now. Because if you're taking your power back, anything that they use, if they used your energy to buy a car, they're having car troubles. If they used your energy to get a house or an apartment, they're getting eviction notices or everything is breaking down in that bitch. If they use your energy to get a job, they're miserable every motherfucking day at that job, or they're on the verge of losing it if they haven't lost it already. Or if they were the cause of you losing a job or losing anything because they siphoned your energy and something broke down of yours that wasn't supposed to because they put a hex or a curse or whatever the case, and let's say you cleansed your energy, you took your power back, whatever they used your energy for to purchase, whether or obtain, whether by obtaining friends or obtaining, different opportunities, they're going to lose them. Because when you take your energy back, it was never theirs to begin with. Okay? That means whatever they use your energy for, they're going to lose. So what the Holy Spirit is telling me is that he purposely... So some of you guys may have seen some of your enemies go through a false initiation, go through a false vindication, go through a false start, a false new beginning, a false rebuild. The Holy Spirit is saying everything was false because it was a test. Right? Everything that I'm hearing you were going through. Illusions. Now, you're trying, look, because I'm a chosen one. I'm over here like, oh, baby, we was in pain. What you mean? What you mean, false? Right? What God is saying is like, because when you a child of God, you never broke. You're never hungry. I mean, like, of course, if you ain't eat, you're going to feel hungry, right? The Holy Spirit is coming from a sense of like, I'm God. You got me. You're rich for life. You're wealthy for life. I'm going to always provide for you. I'm going to always take care of you through the people I bless. I saw today, Joel Osteen was like, you can't be a blessing to others. And I say this shit all the time, just in a different way. He said, you can't be a blessing to others unless God has been a blessing to you. Okay? So that's why God uses people, because God like, do you not know that you got this because of me? Right? This is not the case for everybody. some of y'all have gotten your gifts from the devil, who stole it from somebody who God gave it to. Remember what we was talking about in the beginning of this reading, right? Right. So this is why the devil is trying so hard to fight to keep what he got, because he's like, I worked so hard to steal all of this. I built all of this off of stolen energy. Now we gotta keep it. We gotta keep you oppressed, because if you're not oppressed, we're gonna lose everything we worked so hard to steal. And it's like, can't you just rebuild on a more stable ground? Anyway, that doesn't require you to use other people's energy. Like, you feel me? And this is why they're losing everything. Because look at that, I'm lusting over you and I can't help myself. So be mindful of somebody that's telling you, oh, they want to be with you, oh, they want you, or oh, they want to do this. It's a sense of falseness. But going back to the falseness in this illusion sense, God allowed them to build. He wanted to see. He was testing them, right? So he was testing. Okay, what are you gonna do? You know the only reason why you got this car, you got this opportunity, is because you stole their energy, or it's because you're trying to destiny swap an energy harvest, and they don't know that you're trying to do this. So what are you gonna do to make it right? Are you going to, whatever you purchase, are you gonna give that to them? That can pay off some energy, or whatever you was able to obtain from their energy. Are you gonna give that? Because you wouldn't be able to have that if it wasn't for them. Like the Holy Spirit was trying to see, what are you going to do to make this right? What are you going to do to balance out the scales? Right? And for a lot of you guys here, they didn't do anything. They just kept keeping on. Or you did, whatever side of the story that you're on here. Okay. So this is why they wrote a check their ass cash. Okay. They didn't overplayed their part, overdid their part. They kept going because they won't know. Maybe they won't find out. Maybe they won't find out how hard it is. I'm trying to block them from having a new beginning. Right? Maybe they won't find this out. Oh, let's keep this hidden. Let's keep doing this in the dark. Let's keep. They don't want you. They don't want you to find out. For some of you guys, they don't want you to find out that they sold your soul fragmented in slavery, like some Joseph. Okay, they don't want you to find that out. They sold you out for some money, for some opportunities, right? That they was able to obtain what they got, not just from violating you, but for selling you out, right? I'm so sorry. Okay. But see, God knew he was going to get you out. Because God is God. God can do anything. God is in the business of the impossible. And that's one of the things here that I was also download wise, right? Like they were telling me, this is what you guys are going through individually has been happening on a much larger scale on a societal level when it comes to the Holy Spirit. The devil has been trying to destiny swap with God since the beginning. Like God had to kick him out, right? Like instead of Lucifer trying to get in line and accept a high ranking position that God was willing to give, he wanted the big guy. He wanted to do hey, no, it's only, I could be omnipresent. It's only one of me now, right? You want to play, you want to go on your own turf. You can have your own turf, but it's not going to be up here. You feel me? It's not going to be, I run this shit. I run this bitch. And I'll erase all of y'all if I need to. Right? So it's, what people are, this smaller level of a destiny swap, this is what God been dealing with for a very long time. Okay? And it's not fair. It's not fair at all. Okay? And we God's kids. So, most of us. And so it's kind of like, we experienced in a miniature version of what God been going through, or what our dad been going through, right? And mind you, because so much was stripped from us, God has been having to give out so much grace. Dang, they don't know. They don't know that. They were stripped. They don't know. They don't have this knowledge. They was stripped from them. Like, you know how much grace God been giving? We have gaslighting in reverse. But this is what it looked like upright. Okay. Yeah, this hidden gaslighting, right? Hidden gaslight. A play in reverse, right? But both. This energy was trying to hide the fact that they was making you question your reality the entire time, right? Well, on a societal level, what does that look like? Well, what does that look like on a societal level? Where I just told you that we've been going through a miniature version of what God been going through on a much larger scale. So what does that look like on a society level? Sociology now we're entering. That looks like, oh, what was that? What was said? We want to, we want a society of workers, not thinkers, right? So that then takes away from, oh, they won't start to think about, well, what's the mission that God has for me? They'll just start, okay, we just need to work, right? Okay, so we need to strip that knowledge from them so that they won't think, right? They'll just do, right? They won't factor in what God needs them to do. Let's make that an option. Let's not factor that into any type of law or politics, right? That they need to think about what kind of mission they're here to do, because them thinking that will put us out of business, because then they'll be too much in their power. We're too busy trying to get them out of their power so we can take their power, right? So that means we need to make them question their reality as much as possible. So this is the dark programming that's been casted, this illusion, this black magic, right? So this smaller level black magic scheme that we've been going through on a much smaller scale individually in our homes, in our friendships, our love life, whatever the case may be for you. This is what God been going through on a much larger scale on a society level. And this is what's been playing in the spiritual realm for a long time. So this is how it manifested in the physical. And in other cases, in other realms too. You following? So playing games is what's been happening here, okay? So the devil know he owe God an apology. Your enemies know they owe you an apology. Too prideful. And you know what? I don't think an apology would even suffice, right? Changed behavior is the apology. And that would require said enemies in the spiritual realm that's never had incarnations, including those that's having a physical experience, to literally allow God to come in and purify them. Meaning, whatever that they would have to serve, they would have to serve the time and do whatever God say you got to go through and do to purify and purge. And I can't stand when these dark, evil spirits want to attach themselves to people. And then when you talk to them, oh no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be judged. I don't want to, but you was sitting up here in the physical realm doing the shit that you was doing, but you want to sit up here and attach yourself to people because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be convicted. But you want to sit up here and do the fuck ass shit that you was doing. But you want to sit up here and attach your ass to people and leech off that and leech off them. No, everybody's getting judged in the spiritual realm and all realms. Everybody. And the attachments too. We got a message for you. They playing that song. Everybody, yeah, rock your body. Okay. I ain't trying to say, but you know that song. What's that? Backstreet Boys. Okay, it's time to go. See, but it came out in reverse. They don't want you to go. They don't want this cycle to close out, because if it closed out, that means they don't have access to your energy anymore, right? They don't have it now. I'm hearing they don't have permission to. They don't have the authority or permission to have it now. So anything that they're doing is spiritual treason, and they're saying this. Okay. Who? Okay, it's a few things for your enemies. And this might be a message for the enemies. Hey, God got a message for you. Your energy is being used by the dark energies. You know this, not to the degree that it's being used. They're framing you. I want to mean it. They're framing you. Meaning, sometimes, so what does this mean for my light workers? Sometimes it's your actual enemy that's doing shit, and sometimes it's the demons or evil spirits or parasites that's cloaking in your enemy's energy and fucking with you. Because of them working for the dark side, they're using that as justification to use said energy as their way to get around. And even if you think that's not fair, I'm hearing that's what you get for working with the dark energy. So there we go. I'm hearing a lot of people wasn't ready. Your enemies wasn't ready to let go, but that didn't give them permission to do what they did. So now they're in a season of having to balance out this nasty ass karma that they did for themselves, and they're trying to tell me they're trying to put their nasty karma onto you. I'm hearing they were trying to do a spiritual karmic transfer. So you guys need to clear that, okay? You need to clear that out of your energy. If you know you're going through some shit that you're not supposed to be going through, okay? Somebody could be trying to do a spiritual karmic debt transfer, okay? Which is a form of a destiny swap. So I'm also learning there's different levels of destiny swapping. Okay, and I'm a part of the collective too. So anytime I go through upgrades, and anytime I learn different things, and I get these downloads, channel messages, and my gifts, and so on and so forth, I'm gonna bring it to the collective, because that's part of the reason why I'm here, right? To uplift the collectives, because we can't do anything with information we genuinely don't know or have, right? Like we just got done talking about, God gives a lot of grace because of shit we just genuinely don't know, right? So if you're going through a shitty situation, keep going. I was crying last night, like, God, please. This hurts so bad. Oh. And God is still good. Just hurting. I'm just hurting. Right. So and that's a message for somebody too. But some of you may feel like your relationship with God is strained. You may feel like God wasn't there. Let me tell you something. Let me share something with you, okay, before we end this here. Do you know, for me sharing certain information, and not just certain information, for me just being in my purpose, period, I have been getting bullied, okay, spiritually bullied. I mean, baby, they will rape me from sun up to sundown. They will. They'll rape me while I'm sleeping. When I say rape, spiritual rape, let me be even more specific. I'm very clear. I'm very all of my clairs. I'm also very clairsentient. Okay. I can spiritually feel a lot of things. Okay. Now, although it's not the same as being physically touched in the physical, for those that don't know, right?